Welcome back to the K2SO build diary. This is part 4, and as you may have noticed, I have tweaked the head off camera a little bit, so it's got a much better shape now. Obviously it still looks a bit weird because I'm filling in gaps and stuff, but once all the details on it have been painted, it will be looking a lot better. Now we've actually got the main base of the body done. Today we're going to work on getting the straps in place so I can actually hold it up and puppeteer it all, and so that means getting some of the wooden dowels in the arms as well, so I can hold that and move the arms, the straps that go around on my shoulders, and also start work on doing the hands. So today is an exciting day where he actually begins to properly come to life. K2 can now stand up, if only just in this room, because he is scraping the ceiling. So it is a little bit awkward having quite a few tight straps on me, but because of the height of, I mean, if he was a bit lower, so his torso lined up with mine, it would be a lot simpler, but he's not, so you need the tight straps to hold it close to the body so you know it doesn't slip around and I've got good movement, and also 2 straps on the top of the shoulder to down my lower back. Otherwise the body starts falling forward and then K2 is horizontal, and we don't want that. So this is my little homemade harness, which I will spray all one colour so it doesn't look quite as weird. But it basically is actually quite easy. A couple of webbing with some clips. Now these clips aren't adjustable, they're just as they are, because with the movement they will slowly loosen themselves anyway. But it's just for ease of me actually being able to get this thing on and off rather than trying to get some room and jimmy it off by the little clips. But yeah, it seems to work well. Obviously I couldn't walk in it, probably one because of the ceiling. Walking in it makes him go a bit higher and it stops the ceiling. Also I can't tie my feet in properly without somebody else here. So he's a little bit difficult to get dressed on my own, but thankfully I have spotters with me on the actual events. It was actually my mum's idea to do the harness because of trying to figure out how to do the strapping. So this works really well, so cheers mum. Now we've got that bit figured out, K2 can stand up, K2 can walk. We want to do the mechanical hands next, so he will actually have a complete body. Because he's nearly there, he's got little stubs at the moment. So today's the day that we are going to do the hands, and for that I need a little bit of help, so...
For backyard effects, where we show you how to make super Hollywood special effects for a cheap backyard effects budget.
Indy Murgle is going to help me out today with one of their old backyard effects tutorials. As I said before, they actually featured me on one of their videos quite recently for best like top 5 Star Wars DIYs with my mouse droid. So I'm going to be going by this tutorial and making a wire controlled hand. So I've got 2 lengths of PVC pipe there that are going to be the main body of the fingers, and I've got some elastic and some wire, as well as some little fishing line as well. So essentially I've had like little bits of wire wrapped around my fingers, so when I pull my hand close, the robotic fingers also close as well, and with the tension of the elastic at the back of the fingers, when I let go, it makes the hand snap open. So I will have a controlled hand, so I'll be able to control the fingers separately and the thumb separately as well. It might not be perfectly sort of exact to how this hand looks given the placement of the thumb and the fingers, but we'll figure it out as we go. So all the fingers are now glued in place, and you can just about see here all the fishing wire has been fed through, so they get tied up on the end here, fed all the way through the fingers, down through the little holes in the tubing, and then down into this little tube here, just so it's nice and neat for when I do sort of the wrist foam around here, obviously to hide this, and because K2SO has these little circular wrist details, and so then it goes all the way down the inside here, and if I turn it on its side, I've just taped the wire in place. It just comes out this little hole, so when I'm holding the arm by this stick, I'll have little key rings where all this fishing wire would loop round. So because I'm not going to be holding it like this, because obviously the weight of the arm will be supported by the fact it'll be attached to the arm. Obviously I've had to take a bit out so I can put my hand down there to feed the wires through. So essentially my hand will be like that, and my fingers will be open, and I'll pull it, and then the wires will pull the fingers shut. Now on, I've strapped into my mannequin, so it doesn't mean I have to constantly keep strapping into it to sort of test, but we've got the arm, so it can move nice and easily. But one of the difficult things was I found was obviously I have to hold the arms via this, so obviously I need to grip it properly, so be able to grip and do all four fingers was quite difficult. But then I thought, I'm not really going to articulate the fingers separately. I'm not going to use this to actually pick up stuff. I just wanted them to be able to move, to interact with people. So what I've done is I've put all the wires on one little ring pull. So I could literally just loop it around one finger, one behind it, lift it up, just pull the finger, and all the fingers shut. I've made the thumbs actually solid now because the thumbs weren't moving in the way I wanted them to. So instead of having them flap around a lot, I thought I'd just leave them sort of more in a static position and then just the fingers move. So at least I can wave at people. So yes, that is my first endeavour into making basic animatronic cans, which is quite fun. So I've obviously got the front of the hand on now as well to cover the wires. So when I'm sanding everything down, as I said, I'll add some stuff onto the wrists as well because obviously I want to get it nice and smooth. So I've got a load of stuff cut out that will obviously need to go on the knee joints as well to give the round shape. So that will all be done on the next stage. So this is, the build stage is done. This is like the main base, getting all the shapes and just all the complicated bits, that's all finished. The building stage is done. The next stage is to be filling in all these seams and sanding everything down as smooth as I can possibly get it, and with some thinner bits of craft foam going over the top and adding all the little details that he has, and he'll have like a little bit sticking out here, some on the chest, things down here, obviously details on the arms, more on the hands. But that will come later because obviously I just need to do sort of the base first. And that will be too much work once everything is all smoothed down. I will be using craft foam to cover any seams that will be quite difficult to fill in on their own because obviously some bits aren't incredibly neat. I'm not the greatest smith in the world. And also we're going to have to cut the eye holes out for the front of the head. So I'm really excited to get this guy done. My deadline is the end of July. I've been put back a little bit because I've been ill for a couple of weeks, so I haven't been able to do as much work as I wanted to do on him this month. So I've got 2 months left to finish him, so it's going to be all hands on deck. But hopefully I'll get him done and he'll be able to stay in one piece to meet Alan Tudyk at LFCC. Don't fail me. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. As always, may the force be with you.